What is up, everybody? How we doing? Jeremy57, Rechat, Brez, Axot. How we going? Can't talk tonight. Be prepared for that. How are we doing tonight? Axot, how you doing, man? What are you up to tonight? Hopefully the music is not too loud. I can change that very easily. if you need so. Watching your stream. Rob27 Shred. It's a pretty fucking metal name. Hell yeah. Watching your stream. Man, well, hopefully I can make it entertaining enough for you. It'll be a good one. So this will be the third Bacca I've built. I guess technically fourth. I've built mine twice. I got SA Bliss, been trying to troubleshoot a build. What are you troubleshooting, man? SA Bliss has been looking good. I like that pale pink. Green backlit like a legend. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I actually kind of have like green and cream going. I keep getting chatter. Had to replace 6 switches so far. That's fun. Fucking been there before, man. Zap, how you doing, man? For those who don't know, today's build is for Mr. Zap Cables. What kind of cables you got on right now? I haven't looked at your site in a minute. Fresh mats. Hell yeah, dude. Got the boba cable. Dang, what switches are you using? Creams. Really excited. I have yet to build a Bacca with creams. Yeah, that's kind of the hard part, I guess. CYO is like you buy one cable and you never need to buy from him again. It's like the double-edged sword of being so good. No, buy a cable for every one of your boards. Let's see, what do we got? Ready-made cables. Boba, olive, black old school. Gray olds, that's out of stock. That's fine though. Hard to keep ready-made stuff. Ready-mades on hiatus while we're stuck at home. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that, man. Went in on grain today. Sniper Bob. I'm going to be going on grain by Monday. Cartoon 91, what's going on, man? What do we got? Boba. Olive oil. What are some cool mats? I wanted to do something fun for this stream, so I might like buy someone a mat on the stream. Let's see. Desk mats. Oh, just humble Gateron yellows. You know, you can't go wrong. They're so inexpensive. I like this click clack clackathon. Here, I'm at oh, let me copy. I'll put this. This is what I'm looking at right now. Help me pick out. I'm gonna buy a mat for someone tonight. Or maybe I'll let someone decide. There's only a couple in stock because these are dope. Oh, they got the Hawaii trip one back in stock too. Waiting for Sanctuary Rebirth to get to me before I pull the trigger on grain. Is Sanctuary Rebirth coming out? Like, is it going to be here this month? I haven't really followed that set. Send us a recipe and you can maybe win a free mat. I talked to my wife about that today. Bacon shredder. I'm liking the clackathon. The clackathon might be the one I get. Supposedly TKC this week. That would be nice. I'm curious because the legends are very different compared to a normal set. Kinnick, what's up, dude? I think we might do this. I like this one. It's very like, it's got that like tagger style here. At some point tonight, because I love me some Zap cables. I'm gonna buy this Zap Mats clackathon for somebody in the stream tonight. So I'm gonna make that a command right now. All right. Do you guys have an affiliate link for the key for Co? We do not. But do you miss anything? No, I've just started. We do not have an association, but I know that you should hit up Lang and let him know that you got it because he would appreciate that. And Lang is growing to be one of my closest friends in the hobby. All right. do this. Give away. I am going to be buying a Zap desk mat for someone at the end of this stream for the winner. I'll just say to a random for Zap, will these ship out? You gotta support your homies, right? You gotta support your homies. Just show some love to everybody. Grain looks really cool. Yeah, I really like grain. So, but yeah, so Bacca60 custom painted. You can kind of see it right here. I'll show it off on the, more fun camera here in a minute. Says they're in stock, ship out next day. Hell yeah, dude. So yeah, we'll do that later after the build. But yeah, he got this custom painted. Not quite sure if it's Cerakote or not. He just said paint. So Zap, if you want to chime in. Limo kits are out of stock. Yeah, Limo kits, they're tricky. They're tricky. They're nice, but tricky. Yep, Cerakote. Okay, so yeah, Cerakote. It's like a tri-color. It's the Milwaukee Bucks theme, which is why I called this the Buck Edition. Hair's doing something funky. And then we're gonna, I'm gonna just order someone a mat at the end of the stream because I love Zap and he is the realist. So let's switch it over, and yeah, cool. All right, so this is got a new desk mat by Cannon Keys. We'll go through our sponsors real quick. First off, Zap is a sponsor. So be sure to check out zap.com if you need some ready-made cables, some DIY parts, or some desk mats. Maybe hold off if you're looking to get the Clackathon desk mat. Maybe hold off to the end of the stream, or don't. Either one. Maybe you want to. Who knows? But yeah, definitely go check him out. He's got some of the best cables. This is one of his cables. Sure. What's up, Rick Clack? So next up, Cannon Keys. I'm like Cannon Keys shill right now. Got this nice thick pocket tee on. So it's pretty sexy. But yeah, so Cannon Keys has got GMK Noel. Go check him out. He's got some awesome stuff. As well as Mechs on Deck. You can go to mechsondeck.dixieMech.com and you can pick up some GMK Nautilus. So great set running there right now. And if you guys use these links, it definitely helps give us a small little kickback, so we definitely appreciate that. So but yeah, GMK Nautilus classic set. Type Beast, go to typebay.st, join the not waiting list, but the newsletter. He's got some kind of monthly-ish newsletters whenever a bunch of stuff comes out. That's really cool. So go check that out. Switchmod.net/mechsondeck will get you 4% off lube, all the lube that I will be using, and the lube that I have previously lubed, or used to lube, is going to be at that, so you can get 4% off. Highly recommend the 205 grade 0 at the minimum. Project Keyboard, not running a set right now, but he's gonna have, I believe he still has Bingsu extra pre-order going on right now, so check that out. But yeah, and then so this is a Bacca. This is done in blue. A little fingerprinting. I do have to clean it some. This is a board that I designed with the help of Blind Assassin. The side profiles, the big kind of distinguishing factor. I wanted the front to have these little divots. I do like this blue a lot. It kind of, because it goes with like the tritone of like 3 different blues. It's like, it wasn't matching one of these. Shout out to Rick Clack. It wasn't matching, and I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I like that. It's kind of in between. So it's like, basically navy, a light navy, and then this pale blue that changes colors the more you put it in the light. So we talked about that last night. So, but yeah, so this is a Bacca. It is a fixed layout. The only option you have is stepped or split. It's not stepped. Stepped or non-stepped caps lock. Zap, if you're in chat, let me know, by the way, because I don't know if you want stepped or not stepped. You know, probably should have asked that, but I forget that there actually is an option on this. So it's a sandwich mount. So board just screws into the other side of the board, and the screws go through holes that are in the plate. This is the number 1. And Zap's got the number 13, so let's go to his. Actually, I need this out because, you know, typing is important. All right, so this, we are having a hard time focusing. My camera is having a meltdown. So this is the Bacca60. Man, it is really not liking. I might have to adjust some settings. My apologies. I'll work on that in just a minute. So this is a cream plate. So you can see this is obviously, it doesn't look exactly like brass, like that, like brass, but it is a brass plate. The coolest part is this back weight, Bacca60 number 13. So yeah, this plate. Let's do some side by sides. If our focus will work, looks like our focus has stopped, sort of stopped having a seizure. So he told me he's gonna be ordering some black screws, so that'll look really good. But yeah, number 1, there are only 20 of these. He got number 13 with this super awesome black weight. Very excited about that. So yeah, this is, I mean, I'm really excited to see how this looks. I don't have the keycaps that he plans on using, but we're gonna get into it today. Let's go no step. All right, it's okay to make bad decisions. So, and then let's see, got standard ANSI PCB. Probably if you're in America, one of the best bang for your buck. Man, we are all over the place. I wonder if it's the mat. The ANSI. Highly recommend this PCB if you need a standard 60% PCB. Definitely recommend. So it's kind of a no frills. I don't know. We're gonna work on this really quick. Just give me just a moment. So yeah, if you've ever done live streaming, you'll know that if something can go wrong, it will. But yeah, I have screw. Oh, you do have black screws, don't you? Yeah, that's gonna be tough. So I'm gonna be right back, just so you guys, I'm not just like, watch me stream my stomach. right, we're back. I had this should fix it. There's my beautiful hand, and we're back. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, cameras, right? All right, last but not least, I actually lubed these on stream a few weeks ago. Creams, no spring swap. I did lube the springs with the Chewy tube, or not tube, the Chewy tub, which is just kind of like a mishmash of 3204, 3203, 205 grade 0, and whatever that lube from TX Springs is. I just kind of mix them all up. For whatever reason, I found it always works. So we're gonna pop this bad boy open. I really want to take another look at this plate. I'm worried, my biggest fear of this build is that I scratch the plate in any way, because it is a Cerakote. So, to be very frank and open, because I think it is important to let people know when there are mistakes. Oh, there's literally one screw holding that together. There are a few issues with the Bacca, not with Zaps, but with the Bacca in general. One, there are no bump-on spots. So that was an oversight. Just unfortunate. So no bump-on spots. That was kind of an accident, but it's not really the worst, and I made sure to send everybody a couple extra in case for whatever reason they got messed up, and I still have a crap ton more. So future support. There's a small issue with the wind keyless blockers hugging the inside a little bit, so you can kind of see it hugs the alt key. If you play with the switch some, you know, there's if the switch isn't in there perfectly, it might rub against it. And then the only other issue is that there has been some ping issues with the wind keyless blocker touching against the plate, but we're going to do our best to avoid that happening. And I also just realized that I'm going to have to dig out some screws to put this thing back together, because I did not see, unless Zap did, I did not see. Wins round 2. I don't know yet. This whole thing has kind of left me. One, I'm worried. You know, it's a financial investment. Round 2 has not happened. It is worrisome to me. This is a dope plate, by the way. It's worrisome to me of, like, right now starting a group buy, because I'm in education. I don't make enough money to justify, you know, potentially having to spend a bunch of money. So on mistakes or any of that matter. So I'm not saying no, but I just don't have a plan for it right now. I have to talk to some more people. So it looks like we got some Zeal stabs here. This is my assumption. So these will be extra smooth. That's all we need. And there we go. Put the rest of those aside. So, pretty standard. 205 grade 0. Gab A. Welcome, welcome. So, nothing too fancy. But we are just going to get into it. So how's everybody doing? What has everybody been up to this week? It's been, you know, we're definitely well into the quarantine. It's been a hot minute. I've been doing my best to stay busy, but definitely struggling to keep my mind at ease from being bored and start worrying about the world. great. Got to get that average viewers up, you know. You know, how are you? I'm good, man. It was a little today when I guess I was excited to build this board. I mean, I am, obviously, but today just seemed to go by super slow, man. Spring cleaning, Animal Crossing, Final Fantasy VII Remake. How's the remake? I've heard mixed reviews. But yeah, I've been playing some Animal Crossing. A friend of mine hit me up. Stock prices were at like 260. I was like, hell yeah. So I definitely sold. Bought for 100, sold for 260. Let's see. I always forget to play Animal Crossing until late last night, then the store's closed. Hard rip. We should figure it out. Working, thankfully, but that's going to come to an end soon if this keeps going. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear, man. Reach out if you need help. I'm enjoying it. Would have rather waited for a full game. This is just going to make me replay it on PC after I'm done. Stonks! Hell yeah, dude. Stonks. I don't know if you guys saw, but CYO did his molds for High on Fi, his new cap coming, and it looks insane. Stonks. Still work, but navigating unemployment and other options for wife's business because of the shutdown, so life keeps me busy. It's good to be busy in times like these. So, but no, we have been, we finally got, we were out of like eggs forever. Couldn't buy them, and then when we could, it was like limited to like a dozen. And my wife and I can go through a dozen eggs in 2 days. The very like the standard Chewy and Doodle Bob breakfast is I make her 2 fried eggs. Not like fried, but I guess over medium eggs on toast, and I make 4 scrambled eggs on toast, and that is like textbook Chewy and Doodle Bob breakfast. Getting so bored recently, man. I feel you. Been like trying new games and stuff. I like my eggs medium rare. I've ever tried an egg in the hole. Hell yeah, dude. Egg in the holes are great, but you have to have good bread, I feel like, sometimes. We buy the like... So my wife is an amazing baker and cook, and we either make our own bread or buy the like Sara Lee super low calorie bread. And that stuff is not good for making egg in the holes. But if you get like Dave's Killer Bread, that shit's like fire. That's like perfect for egg in the hole. Fried egg sandwich with a slice of cheddar cheese and Canadian bacon. So breakfast sandwiches is something of an art for me. That's a douchey thing that I have said 100%. I own up to it, but I make a mean fucking breakfast sandwich, and it's simple. All right, you take an everything bagel and you pop that sucker open, throw it in the toaster, and then when that's done, whipped cream cheese for coverage and for airiness, And then you take everything seasoning, which you can get at Trader Joe's, and you sprinkle that on the cream cheese. Sausage, ground sausage. You can buy whipped cream cheese, or you just throw it in a KitchenAid mixer and whip it yourself. So you've got everything seasoning on the cream cheese. Sausage is going to be made like ground sausage. Sorry, I'm just testing something real quick. Yep, that's what I thought. Other way. So you make your ground sausage. Try and let it drain. You don't want it too greasy. And sausage is like, all pork products are super duper greasy. Right. So you do that, and then you get. You make your eggs, make it into a patty. It's super easy, and you can keep it. You put it on like medium to high. You start cooking it, and then you just use your spatula and four corners. Just try and fold it into like a little square patty. And then right when it starts to form, like the second it starts to like form, flip it, and then continue to shape into a patty. Chewy, this sounds like a lot like a recipe. I really should type this out. And so you once that's done, into a patty, salt and pepper that side, flip, take off the heat, flip, salt and pepper the other side. And then you're going to throw that on the base so you'll have bagel, cream cheese, egg, and then you put your sausage on here. All right, so you just kind of it's going to be crumbles, put it on top, and then here's the secret. Slice of cheddar cheese on top of the sausage. Why? Because when it melts, because you're going to throw this in the oven in just a second, it'll melt and it's going to hold that crumbled sausage on top of the breakfast sandwich. And you throw it in a like 350 to 400 degree oven. Just make the oven hot and throw it in there for like 2 minutes. You're just trying to melt the cheese. And take it out on top, down the hatch. And I'm like starving for one now. So welcome to Max on Deck. We're a keyboard channel. And we talk about food. Down the hatch. Man, if you try it, let me know. Send me pictures, because I love... It's like... That and like fried rice, like Thai fried rice, are like my two... Those are my two, like, I can make these, and there's not much that I can go find out elsewhere that I like as much as this. Usually other things, it's like, oh, I make good eggs and bacon. Like, yeah, so can everybody. So, is it okay if you drop me a follow? If fine or not? What content do you do? I would have to find your content. But we're not big on the follow for follow. If you want to get followers, make good content, social media the hell out of stuff, talk on Discord, all ways to get people to follow you. I do Rocket League and stream 3 hours a day. Well, I will come check you out at some point, man. But I'm not big fans of the whole follow for follow. If you're into keyboards, by all means, hit me up. So with Zeal Stabs, one benefit, you don't have to clip. You just lube them, and you really don't even have to lube them as much as I'm lubing them. But I like a really creamy, smooth stabs, and I'm sure Zap is not against that. I'm sure Zap's like, oh, smooth? Hell yeah, let's do it. Come on. Put that in the wrong way. Good start. Good start, Chewy. So, but yeah. Any group buys people are getting in on? What are you guys buying? Hopefully you're spending your money wisely. If you have a little extra cash, what are you guys planning on spending your money on? Let's see. Been thinking long and hard about getting AC. It's worth it, dude. Super worth it. We got here. I'm skipping 7V to try for the Aki S, so I hope I don't regret it. Yep. I mean, trust me, you'll regret it because you're gonna be like, "Por qué no los dos?" But that's tradition of this hobby. FOMO is real. 7V is super tempting. Man, it is, but I've got the Godspeed coming, and that's my favorite 75% layout. And I'm going to have to slow down eventually on buying stuff. You don't have faith that I will get the Aki S? No, I think you'll get it. I just think that you'll also want the 7V as well. Gawk EBT black on white on its way to me now. Hell yeah. After about a year into the hobby, I think all the FOMO got beat out of me, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like once you know what you like, this hobby gets a lot easier. Like, I have a couple hard and fast rules about my keyboard purchases, which allows me to avoid FOMO hitting and getting something I don't need. First and foremost, I don't buy 65% boards. Secondly, with the exception of maybe a key cult, I don't like 60% that are not standard PCBs. Key cult, I think, is the exception because I've tried them and they're awesome. There's a reason they're so expensive. Jelly Bean, just for you. No, is that not the right one?
Party girl, boy stay home.
Lang, I hope you are in the chat, because that is my new favorite saying. One more time for everybody, because this is how life should be.
Party girl, boy stay home.
That's just how life should be. Party girl, boys stay home. Come on. Sometimes the stabs like to be finicky. But everyone should stay home. No, but girls can party by themselves if they want to. If the girls, why did the music stop? That's strange. This is just a track that has a minute of blank space at the end. Sure. Why not? All hobbies can scale and cost. CG's on grabbing it. Looks very nice in black on white set. Yep. Alright. So we've got the stabs lubed up. Let's put these suckers in. See if we need to make any adjustments. With linears though, if you've got the spring weight to counter it and go for it, linears, I think, just lube them like crazy, man. Make them smooth. Eventually, if your springs are heavy enough, they will just feel amazing. But this is also why we don't solder before testing, because if they are not good, it's hard to get to the stabs, especially on this plate, because this plate, since it is so closed off, you don't get any of that, like, you know, ooh, I might be able to squeeze in here and kind of get to it under the plate, under some of the cutouts. What do you think of the new Tofu V2 HHKB? I think it looks great. I'm mad they didn't release it in Win keyless. I think the Win keyless Tofu was one of the best sub $200, but was probably the best sub $200 board out there. They moved, I believe they moved away from the integrated plate. I think they went to top mount. Actually, I have a gripe. I'm really mad that they didn't put a weight on it. I thought that was really upsetting. It was just one of those things that I was like, oh, come on, man. You have a Win keyless Tofu? That's awesome. I had one. I wound up selling it so I could go in on some other stuff. But that's one of the few boards that I was like, man, I wish I hadn't gotten rid of it. So a great thing about the ANSI is that it is VIA compatible. Which, if you have not used a VIA compatible PCB, you are missing out. Sound is surprisingly amazing. Whenever I did it's actually when I got Mizu, the Tofu build stream I had. It's on our YouTube. You can go check it out. Yeah, it sounds so good. I put, I think, 74 gram Holy Pandas. I'll have to ask. I'll have to go back and watch. But it was like I had it, and I was like, hey, I'll build it. If I can build it on stream, I'll, like, if you want this, I'll build it on stream, build it for you, and send it out to you. And he was like, hell yeah, let's do it. I was like, all right, sweet, let's go. But no, VIA just works great. I can sit here and on the fly. Usually, the old days, like a year ago, you would press it, you'd set it all up, and then you test all your keys. And then you had to make sure. And then if you messed up, you had to try it all again, try it all again, try it all again. With this, as long as every key works, I can throw it in the board, and if it's not programmed correctly, it doesn't matter. I don't have to get to the reset button because I can just throw it in VIA. So I'm going to check for smoothness. If you are someone that builds a lot of boards, highly recommend using some old keycap sets. Grab some old keycap set. So like this is from Lime that I'm using, but it's on my OSA, and this is from Minimal, but I got the kit, the Icon Mods kit, the white on black extension kit. So we're going to try this. What we're looking for is smooth with no rattle and a good sound will help a lot. Party girl, boys stay home.
Party girl, boys stay home.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, my space bar is just a smidge over lubed. Easy fix. Just gonna wipe down the actually this is what this mat's for. Shout out to Candy Keys for the hookup on the mat. I needed a new build mat. My other one was looking rough. So what we're doing, I'm just taking the brush and I'm just, after wiping it off, I'm just wiping the side of the stem. That will help distribute it smoothly. We're just gonna wipe the top right here as well. So if you've over lubed, sometimes it just takes getting any excess off. How are you liking the Model D? I like it. I enjoy it. I can't say that, you know, like the whole light mouse thing, I don't care. It's a mouse. It's one of those, you will get used to it. If it's comfortable, to me, anyone will argue this forever. If it's comfortable when you hold it, that's all that matters. You will get used to the weight or whatever eventually. They are technically, I mean, in the fact that, yes, you're using less, like, muscles, absolutely, but do you find yourself better at games? No. Because I am just bad. You kicked our ass about not, okay. I didn't kick anybody's ass in Valorant, but I did kill Grindbox like 5 times in a row. That's better. Lag anyone else? Hope so. Hope so. Hope not. We're gonna hit all these with a little excess remove. I might just refresh, Monty. No, in games like that, in Counter-Strike, my big thing is if I can say I'm good at anything, it's being unpredictable. So holding different spots, changing between playing a very aggressive and playing very defensive. I've got decent aim, so like, I mean, it's fine. Like, so, you know, I've got good crosshair placement. That's just stuff that I practiced, like in Counter-Strike. If you're wanting to get better, look up proper crosshair placement. Oops, sorry. Whew, thank God. It's gonna be an easy one tonight if they're just gonna slide in like that. I'm taking as much time as possible, because like a 60%, especially on a Bacca, something I've already built multiple times, I could theoretically finish this in, like, if I was really trying, like an hour. But we're just taking our sweet time. So, even the pro teams were like, damn, Jimmy's pop off. Yeah, totally. Well, Grind, thank you for the kind words. Click on, I mean, it's easy, right? Video games are easy when it's like a gun game. Just click on their head. Like, come on. Just find a way to click on their head and do it before somebody else clicks on your head. It's that easy. I just debunked shooting games. Everybody go be a pro now. At the end of the day, if you click on their head before they click on your head, you win. See, the best advice I have ever heard is do better. Just do better. That's something my rugby coach used to say all the time. Just do better. It's like, all right, coach. All right, let's hear how that sounds. This board's gonna sound amazing. I can't wait. I am one of 2 people that bought an extra plate. Lock and prop. Dude, I played lock and prop. I started at lock. Or no, I started at prop. And then I moved to flyer. And then I played 8-man. Because I'm a big guy. I'm a very big guy. But one of the few things about me that would be underrated is, well, maybe not as much anymore, but I am much faster than my size dictates I should be. I am very agile and fast, but I am by no means do I have the endurance. I have about 25 good yards. That's about 20 meters and non-American. So for like a flyer or an 8-man, that's perfect. You only need like 20, 30 yards. Keep loading for me, then lagging. Interesting. Are you on PC or on phone? I did play center one game. And then just to see, the coach kind of wanted to see what I could do with more room to run. And back then I was a lot, like, obviously I was way more in shape than I am now. When I played rugby as a sophomore, I was marked as 6'1", but I'm 5'11". They just measure you in your cleats to make you look more intimidating. 5'11", I was 230 pounds, and I could run a 4.6. So I was good, but I fucking destroyed my knee, and that was rugby for me. Alright, so we're waiting. PC, yes, I have no idea. I have no idea why that is happening. So what we're doing here, for those who are, I'm going to hide my face for a second. For those who don't know, one, I think this cream does match a lot. It's just, I think it matches more in person. These are just catching light a little bit more. Four 40-yard dash, yes. When I was at my absolute fastest, that is how fast I could run. Looks great. Wii loops, thanks, man. I'm telling you though, like, that was it. I'd be super winded after that. So let's see. 1, don't worry, Delphin, you're right there. Is it Cerakoted cream? The weight is, or the plate is, yes. Here, I'll show off real quick by the soldering iron. This is the bottom, and then the top is black. It is solder time, Delphin, don't worry. So this is the back weight, the weight. This is the only weight, I believe, in existence right now that says Bacca60 on it. That is black. So we're back. So let's get some anchor switches in and get this build on the road. So we just do some anchor switches. It helps keep the plate and PCB together. Is it because I'm from Canada? Shit's so laggy. I don't know. Boy howdy. Technical. Welcome, dude. Time to move. I don't know. I don't know if my Canadian friends are in the chat still.
Count
Ooh,
it.
Macanova with
howdy.
69. Welcome, dude. Thank you. Macanova is the realist. He is patient with my stupidity. And he is the reason that I can do this. Thank you, Macanova. You're the realist. No, my Bento Nano, it was not in QMK when it launched. If you're designing a board, and the board has a PCB, a new custom PCB, don't send it out until it's in QMK, at least in QMK. Or at least some software that works before, and not like QMK configurator is what I should say. It needs to be. I will say that, you know, maybe unpopular opinion. The community, Genly Bean, 3-month sub. Thank you, Delphin. Delphin, thank you for the 2 gifted subs, man. Very much appreciated. For those who don't know, Delphin is the realist also. He is my solder bro. That's why I named my soldering iron station Delphin's Solder Shrine. But I lost my train of thought. Monty, I am Canadian. My Canadian friends, Genly Bean, sorry to dox you in that entire country. My apologies, because now I genuinely do feel bad for that. But how is it for you? Shiny, shriny. Yep. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry I missed just heard Canada gang, haha. God, now I'm sitting here like having a panic attack, like, no, Genly Bean, she's gonna hate me that I gave away her country. So laggy for me, I'm in Canada. I'm sorry, man. I wish I could do something to help. Says green across the board on my end. I don't... Fuck this cold ass trash place. Dude, I would live in Canada in a heartbeat. So we got 55 people in here, but I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream. Because this is a board for Zap, I'm going to personally buy someone a Zap Smack Clackathon. So I'm going to change the title. Let's hit update. So I want to support Zap. We're on the business of supporting each other. And Zap has helped Mechs on Deck more than a lot of people actually know. A huge supporter of the channel very early on. And I want to buy someone a desk mat. I want to have... So here's what I want to say. I want As much as I would love to give everybody a desk mat, I'm going to ask people, I want this mat to go to someone who maybe has had a tough week. You know, maybe their group buy got delayed. Maybe they're stuck at home bored. Maybe their job situation is not where they would want it to be. Got some bad news. I want this to go to someone that this could be that week changer. You are more than welcome to enter. But if you're having like the greatest week of your life, you know, maybe say roll it again. My Polaris has been delayed for months. I'm messing around. Yeah, I feel you, man. Hey, but you built your Zyko board. I slipped on water. Oh my god, is your dog okay? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. But yes, I'm going to be, literally, I'll probably hit purchase on stream. Just, you'll message me on Discord. I'll do it before we even leave. And the best part is, I don't have to worry about shipping out anything. I just hit enter, send. Oh, I guess I should limit this to the US and Canada. Yeah, I'll limit it to US and Canada. I'm sorry, anybody else. Because I was like, oh yeah, shipping, that's like, if I'm shipping to like the middle of Europe, then that's like 40 pounds. Dibs winning, guys. Sorry, never mind, no more Canada. I'm kidding, I love Canada. Someone won the Powerball this week, 180 million, that's a good week. Powerball, 180 million. You know the first thing I would do? Buy a nice couch. Nice, comfy chair. I'd buy my DM a new monitor, a second one or a third one or a fourth one, because he deserves it. I won't out them in chat, but it is somebody that was in chat at some point. Because if I say, oh, this person's a DM, I don't want them getting 100 messages going, can you DM a D&D game for me? I'm sure he would, but then it might overwhelm him, and I don't want to do that. I love him too much. Damn, I haven't played Powerball in a while. Never gonna win anything since most recent. It's waiting for the new one to come in. Waiting for my new one to come in. Cool. I've been stuck at my parents' house away from my desk mat for months. I'm sorry, dude. DM's like money. That's fair. We'll send you a bunch of money that's like, send the DM just a bunch of money but in a different currency. So they're like, you gave me like $600, but you also gave me the task of having to go and get that money swapped over. It's like, I'm mad, but I can't be that mad because you gave me money. You ever just open a fresh bag creams huff? Dude, if Tyler, I know that you've watched our streams multiple times, but the people that have been here a lot know this. Your boy likes sniffing creams fresh out the bag. Kinnick, did you get your creams, by the way? That is my signature move, hands down. Kinnick, I was literally thinking about you right before the stream. Not yet delayed, I think. I'm sorry, dude. If not, I'm annoyed because I dropped them off. God, now I'm wondering. I might have to check that here in just a second. Legit didn't know that? Yeah, dude. There's an emote that we need to convert over to Twitch. And it looks like I'm just putting my face down, but I'm actually sniffing creams, and it's in our Discord. AE. Whoa, dude. Calm down with that. Hey there, Mr. Dave. What's up, Mr. Gohan? I sent some stuff to you in the mail there too, Gohan. Did you get it? Hell yeah, dude. Did you throw it on like your escape? Post a picture in the chat, bro. Because you and Dutch Master are the ones that got the keys. 2 are on hold until shipping can get back to normal. Put it on your HyperX, dude. Who cares? Go for it. Alright, hold on. Alright. If it sounds a little goofy, that's just because I moved my mic so I can solder a little more effectively. We're in the soldering phase, and it is 9:12. After this, I might fix my wife's bower. I've got one key on there that's just giving her a hard time. Great craftsmanship, looks awesome in person. Well, Gohan, Tyler Durden in chat is the one that made that. What switches are in your Bacca? I have Holy Jesus switches. So Holy Jesus was the first kind of announcement of the return of Holy Pandas. I had 78 gram Zelio V1s, and when the V2s came out, I was like, well, I don't need the V1s anymore. So I took the springs out of those, and I put those in the Holy Pandas, or the Holy Jesus switches after buying some Halo Trues. Lubed them up 3204, made them sound nice and thocky, and they have made their way to most likely their final resting place, which is the Bacca60. Oh, Tyler, I believe he won the Gohan won one of the mechs on Deck Bears. But I believe he was there for the quarantine on deck. Any intel on the NK Merlot switches? No. Do not have any intel. Lang, bring me some coffee. We just built an espresso bar not too long ago, and we can dial in beans and cast all the things. Hell yeah. Lang, when are you coming out to Dallas, man? Might have to build a new PC. What happened to yours? I mean, it's only like 6 years old, and it's my old parts. Just get like a 1050 Ti. Those are pretty cheap and solid, and like a Ryzen 1600, the like Redux. So it's basically a cheaper 2600. Hey JK96, welcome, welcome. Hey JK, how you doing? She's still kicking butt, but it's slowing down for sure. Yeah, that's why I had to upgrade. I played, it was actually funny. So I recently upgraded. I went from a 6600K and a 1070, which the graphics card was probably not needed too much on the upgrade, but I was noticing while gaming was fine, we intend on streaming and streaming games. And I was noticing that during streaming, the graphics card was really struggling at 1070. And so I upgraded to a Ryzen 3600. More cores helps with streaming and all of that good stuff. And then the 2070 Super. And I was playing Apex Legends today, and I literally got screwed up because the game was so smooth and it was such an increase that it looked weird. And I was playing on higher settings than I usually do. I was like, what in the hell is going on? So my only dish about the ANSI is it is made for Alp support, which means that when you are looking at it, the left leg, but it's actually the right leg of the switch, top down, there's just a lot of space, which can be annoying because that's just a lot of extra solder. Now, if you buy a good wheel of solder, I definitely recommend the Kester. I got this from, I helped Anthony move, and he paid me by buying me one of these. It's just 1 pound of Kester solder. And so I got this the summer of 2018. I think I'm halfway done with it. Boy howdy. Epid, welcome dude. Welcome to the channel. Getting close to being done. I'm just taking my time. I usually like to stream for like 2 hours, and I just didn't want to burn through it. Like I said, I think we're going to live fix. I say live fix. I think I'm going to fix my wife's board. So Zycos, if you do not know what a Zyco is, it is a Franken switch that I created. It's if you, or you can just do exclamation point Zyco, ZYKO. It'll tell you what it is. It because they are technically not compatible switches, sometimes switches just don't like to work, which is why I always recommend going about 10% over what you need in Zycos. And my wife's parentheses key, which is, you know, that's kind of a tough one because it's not one that you use all the time. Is sometimes not registering, so I'm just going to swap it out for a while. Mizu looking good. BT Aesthetics, go follow his Twitch. GOM, what's going on here? I'm building Zap's Bacca. He got a custom cream Cerakote to his plate. It's got a custom green bottom, black weight. It's going to have a black top. This is for Zap. And BT, your Bacca is like right here, by the way. I guess, sorry if that was too much, but Mr. BT, Mr. Brandon Taylor, bought a Bacca. There was one for sale. I know he wanted one. I asked the people that were a part of the private group buy that if they were going to sell it. At this point now, you know, it's kind of like, if you're in the private group buy, after a few months, you may just not like it anymore. Or you may just not see the point in having it anymore, and I get that. I didn't want people immediately flipping it for no reason. I wanted them to try it, but after a few months, it's kind of like, who am I to say if you continue to like something? Taste change. I'm not going to force you to like something and then get mad at you. I just asked that, anti-footman. I just asked people like, hey, let me know. Because I've got a list of people that wanted it. I've got a list of people that want the Bacca60. And I would rather it go to those people than you just flip it to some random person. So, by the way.
Party girl, boy stay home.
Just checking our joints. Making sure we didn't miss one. Definitely missed one. Whoop, man, we just hit a rocky bump there. You are amazing. Why am I? Oh, Lang is amazing. I was like, why are you telling me I'm amazing? I am absolutely not. Lang is the best. I'm excited to. Hopefully, we can get that game we played last night go. What was the name of it? Lang, if you're in chat, remind me, because it's like kitchen something. Rip this lag. Rival restaurants, not kitchen something. That was fun. Lang and I were having a fun time. I'm hoping we can. I'm hoping to play that tonight again. Now that like we've played a full game and like I understand what the hell's going on. I missed another one, man. I missed 2 more. Good lord. Man, my eyesight's slipping. What is the other key? This is also a Bacca60. These are the same board, different colors. Due to some painting problems and me being indecisive on a couple different issues, getting old timer, absolutely. From Zoomer to Boomer. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do with my Fiel. Because the build's fine. The build's one of my favorite builds ever because it's the first Zyko soldered build that I ever did. But the color matching is different because I like... the white... I got it done in white. But I'll actually pull it out here in a little bit and show everyone. But I don't know if I'm going to change the color on it to match camping or if I'm going to keep that white, wait for peaches and cream, and then put camping on something else. I'm going to retouch that one up. So, as of right now, the Bacca60 has been my primary board because OSA, I love the layout, but that was kind of my work board. I'm obviously not at work right now. Hard to game on. And the Austin, another fantastic board, but with Valorant, I need that desk space. Let's see. This should be good. Let's plug her in. I find it only fitting that there is a heavy chance that this board will never not touch a zap cable. 40% has more desk space. I mean, yeah. Also, a macro pad. I could use this. WASD space. Easy. Alright, what are we doing? I have a lot of Discord messages. I apologize. Sorry, just checking. Well, I know that YES works. That should pop up. Okay, we're good. Let's see. Let's see how we did. No, so close. Fucking C. Alright, well, this is why you don't turn off the soldering iron. So close. Alright, should I make a really bad pun? First person, yes or no? Yes. Looks like I should have soldered everything and C. Sorry. Had to. All right. Let's see. Let's and see if this works. It does. All right. Cool. Soldering iron turning off. Okay, so I actually am going to be right back though, because I need to go get a cap set for this. I'm going to have two choices, and then I need to actually, I need to look through the box one more time because I do not have the bump on. I didn't see the bump ons and screws that I sent out, so I'm going to have to find some bump ons because I don't want, actually I guess I'll ask Zap. Zap, Discord me if you want me to put bump ons on or if you just want me to wait. But I do need to get some screws to put in there, and then yeah, I'll be back like 2 or 3 minutes. are back, and I never moved my mic. There we go. All right. So we got a couple options for this bad boy. I'm gonna set up a. We're gonna set up a. What's it called? Where'd they go? I thought I was a manager. I don't know why the poll went away. That was dumb. All right. So we have been. I've got a couple. We've got a couple sets that are coming in. One thing that I have been trying to focus on is obtaining more sets to have more options. But right now we only have 2 at the moment. Which is GMK Minimal and GMK Modern Dolch. So there is your poll. So you can answer at the top of chat, and we'll figure it out. But what I want to show this off because I've actually never even looked at this yet, and I think it looks fantastic. All right, ready? Here we go. Well, bam! Look at that wave. I think this looks amazing. Love the Rama. I'm genuinely confused because none of this is Rama. I have nothing against Rama. I quite like Rama stuff, but there's no Rama up here. Or maybe something's named Rama. Escape? No, this is just plastic. Yeah. Just plastic. Anyway, I'll leave now. All good, dude. Alright, so enough about this board and look. I really like this theme. The like Mizu, Blue Bacca, Wave. 3rd place. I just brought my screws in here. Okay. We'll go over there. Is that off? That's off. You can shoot a photo now and use it to sell GMQs. I probably could. No, there are way better photographers than me. It's also very smooth. Like, compared to most desk mats. Or maybe it's just the fact that this is literally the first time I've ever rolled this out. And I got it like 4 weeks ago. Okay, so for all other 19 of you out there, the easiest way to assemble your Bacca is to put the plate in like this. They have these little grommets that grip to avoid that unevenness on the sides. So, do you specialize in mech keyboards? I believe. Are you talking about this channel? Yes. This is Mechs on Deck. I am one half of Mechs on Deck. The other is Osiris, Zorro FPS. We do a talk show Mondays and Wednesdays. Wednesdays we usually invite a guest on, someone in the hobby, in the community.
Boy howdy.
Boy howdy. Zorro FPS. Welcome. Stashty, what's up, man? I'm having a good night. Good night so far. Other than the fact that I missed like 9 keys when I was soldering. That was just unfortunate. But no, I can't complain about my evening. It has been solid. So there's a few things that I am genuinely curious to know about. Will this have rattle? If so, I can easily fix it, or just tell Zap how to fix it, either one. So, what one? I didn't even look at the view results. Let's see. Modern Dolch won 8-1 vote. All right, cool. Easy peasy. Because I'm pretty sure minimal's gone on my last, like, 8 builds. And we can get this out of here. We'll bring it back for comparison in a bit. Sorry for your ears. It's the best way to do it, right? Dump it out. Can't wait for Moto round 2. Yeah, Moto's such a clean set. Always forget. Semicolon on the first. I can already tell you this is going to sound amazing. And holy shit. It might it might be a day before Zap gets this. Oh, wrong one. Start off with gray. We'll add accents if needed, but it doesn't really... The accent keys don't really go with the theme of this set. So I think we're just going to go with gray. Let's see. Camera mode, this is me. Zoro FPS, please. Expert opinion, rate my HyperX alloy. If you like it and it's smooth, then yeah, I mean, I'm not like, I don't want to be a gatekeeper. Like, I'm not. Would I buy one? No, I wouldn't. I would buy a custom one that I would build to my likings. That might be the best answer I can give you. But if you like it, if it works for you, if it's mechanical so it's going to feel better, if it is a membrane born, I'm not quite familiar with it, but I'm also very particular in what I like. And I know that, I mean, if put it this way, I'm building this one keyboard. That there's probably 10 to 20,000 of those keyboards. Those were mass produced. I'm putting time, effort. This is taking me 2 hours on a camera to make this board. Whereas they did not do that. They did not have someone sit down and build that board slowly over 2 hours. Where are we looking? Where are we looking? Come on. Is that different that you build it yourself? Like, is that different that you build it yourself? They are lubed creams. I lubed these on stream actually, relatively recently. I am willing to bet that any keyboard streamer you find, so you know, we're talking BT Aesthetics, I Am Me You Are You, Mr. Keebs, Nathan Kim, Apiary, Alex Odos, myself, Osiris. I am willing to bet that most of us could build a board that you would like more than something you could buy as an in-stock item. God damn it. Zap, I'm sorry. I'll fix it after. But I built it like I was building mine and put stepped. I'll fix it before I ship it, don't worry. That's funny. I'm just like, cool, I'm just gonna decide for you. Even after I asked. It's just like, screw it, I guess I'll just make it stepped. Welcome to MX on Deck, where you don't get a decision on what stepped caps. God, how bad that would I have been? I mean, I know you can build a board, but that would just be so bad. Just like, all right, well, I know we talked about this, but I went ahead and did it anyway. Step cap, see, step cap flip space. I mean, that's it. That's the secret ingredient and the secret sauce. Step caps, backspace. Every key is just gonna fall away from me. Nope, that's wrong. I literally looked back at my other board because I always am in these two and these two. Every time I have to look somewhere for whatever reason. Just can't fit it in my brain that it's backwards. So you just rate keyboards by aesthetics and not finger haptic experience? No, not at all. These switches I custom lubed, so I opened them up. I broke them into pieces, so I'll quickly show you. Because there definitely can be both aesthetically pleasing to me and build boards. So I can take this switch. I could put it in here. And then I added lube to make these smoother. So there's no plastic on plastic. I mean, there's plastic on plastic, but it's a lot smoother of an experience. And then I took the stabs and I lubed them so that it's smoother. Here in just a few minutes, you'll actually hear it, and it'll sound better than, in my opinion, better than most. Let's see, who is this? Starstone, 7 months. Starstone, thank you, man. Red Cherry. Red Cherry's a solid switch. Personally, not for me because the spring weight is too light, but cherries are good switches. But lubed cherries are going to be better switches. Because you are taking the extra time, by the way. Here it is. I'll show it off in just a second. Can't do that shit. We're not going to do accents because I think it goes away from the theme. And if we need to, I'll leave the red ones out because I think the red ones are the only ones that might actually work. It's about taking time and effort and patience and building something, a tool, because let's be honest, keyboards are tools, right? And it's taking that time and patience to make something the way you like it, to make something smooth, so that it not only does it look good, but it feels good. You buy all these custom keycaps at higher prices because you want that feeling, you want that knowing of, not only am I going to have something that's pretty to look at, like this is a board, this is my Bacca compared to this one. So here's the side by side. By the way, so. But I will continue my rant in just a moment. This is the what we have coined the Bacca60. It's got a green, custom painted green base, a black weight. The plate peeps through a little bit. It's cream. Bacca, Bacca, Bacca. So we're gonna try it out here in just a second. It will sound slightly different because there are no bump-ons. Zap, do we want red? Do you care? Do you want red? I don't know the bucks. You can buy loop switches. Red is to Canon, go for it. Okay. Let's get this out. Let me tidy up my space. I don't like messy. Give me just a moment. But yeah, basically, end of rant. You are doing something custom for someone, right? I'm making this board because Zap wanted something with a more personal touch, and at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for, right? If you're using a tool like a keyboard that you use every day, so like you mentioned, you game, well then yes, you're going to want something that you're going to be using for hours and hours on end, and you're going to want to spend maybe a couple extra bucks on it because you want to enjoy your experience a little bit more. That doesn't necessarily mean that more money means better, but what that does mean is more money gives you the ability to potentially get something better. Cartoon 91, thank you. Can I switch my keyboard switches? You can. It's difficult, but you absolutely can. So just a reminder, at the end of this stream, I'm going to be... Zap and I are going to be giving away a desk mat. We recommend... Hold on just a moment. We recommend that... Sorry, I've been told to... I love it. That's awesome. Janelle, if you are watching, thank you. I love it. Which desk mat? It's under ! Giveaway. So yeah, there it is, the Clackathon. I really like that desk mat, and you know, I was thinking about it before the stream. I was like, I want My hope is that the giveaway goes to someone who maybe is just having a rough week or a rough time during this rough time in the world, and that it just boosts them up a little bit. Just give them something to look forward to. Gives them something in the mail that they get to look forward to. And yeah, it's, you know, that's, so if you're like living on cloud nine, you know, I'm not gonna say don't go for the giveaway, because if you really want it, then take it. But I want this to bring someone happiness. If you're someone that's like, I've already got my 2 favorite desk mat, I don't need a third one, then please don't enter. Let's see. Loganberry, I'll just buy a better one then. This is stupid cheap back when I lived in the UK. How to join the giveaway. I will give you more details on that in a few minutes. We're going to do a typing sound here in a sec. So I'm going to mute myself, change the mic position, throw my face off of this screen, and listen to the beautiful sounds of creams lubed with 205 grade 0. The springs are lubed with a mad scientist concoction of 205 grade 0, 3203, 3204, and the TX spring oil. So it's just kind of all over the place. But yeah, so here it is. Well, I think we can agree that sounds great. It sounds so good, Zap. It might be in the mail like late afternoon tomorrow. I might wake up at like 5 a.m. to start playing some Valorant on it. Spacebar does sound really good. It's a little uneven right now, but if it looks goofy, that's just because it is like pressed down and I just have to lift it back up. And I'm hitting spacebar a bunch. Oh yeah, it's not in the preferred layout. Yeah, hold on. And I'm opening something up on Windows now. All right, sweet. Anyway, this is the Bacca. Did you add the washers under the blocker? I didn't really listen for it. I don't think it really needs it. I think the Cerakote kind of helped level some of that out. Still recommend it. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't ping like the other one. So excited to use this for the rest of the evening. Zap, I'll get this out tomorrow. Just curious if you used Xylence for the bottom housing of a Zyko, would it be the same? I believe yes. I believe we have confirmed that. How long were they broken in for? The switches? No time at all. I am opening up VIA to put it in at least a potentially usable, at least the backspace be normal. And then we will get to giving away a desk mat. Is that everything? And then, yeah, that's fine. And we'll make this alt. Zap, PM me at some point what you want layout wise. Who did the Cerakote? I have no idea. Lube your stabs. I did. Is there any improvement I can do to my keyboard? Yeah, I would say stabs are going to be the biggest one. When are you doing a round 2 of the Bacca? I don't know yet because of the way the world is right now. Everything's kind of gone to a grinding halt. Feels good. The springs are light for my taste, but I'm also strange, so. Should I stab my keyboard just like plain murder? No, your stabilizers. I am going to see if we can do this over marbles. Give me just 1 second. Marbles on stream. Let's see what we can do. How are we doing this? Where home? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting this logged in to do some marbles on stream.
Count it!
Marble up, fam.
Hell yeah, dude. Marble up. Thank you for the 150 bits, man. Thank you. Ooh, please tell me my phone's on. 2%. Come on, baby. Stay alive. Never done this. This Twitch account I was already linked to another account. It will not be linked to this Steam account. Hard rip. Hard rip. No marbles on this computer. Unfortunate. I'm here for the beard, stayed for the marbles. I can't do marbles. I'm sorry. So we're just gonna do standard Nightbot because we stream from Osiris's. Yeah, because we stream on Osiris's computer, he's got it linked to his, so I cannot link 2 Steam accounts to 1 Twitch account. Probably lose all my keybs. I'm very attached to my hair. No marbles. Yeah, sorry. Rip marbles. That is a fun question, though. So, let's see. And then, guys, I'm going to put this in here, because this is cool. Go fill this out. If you got an awesome recipe. My hair is attached to me, too. I'll just take the keeps. click that form. Zap is doing like a recipe thing. So Zap is doing like a recipe book. So fill out that form if you've got a recipe. So we're going to do Nightbot. We're going to Zap. What's like a saying that the Bucks say? Marbles is free. Oh, it's not. I have it. It's that I can't link 2 Steam accounts to 1 Twitch account. Fear the deer. So everybody has an equal chance. Throw that in, copy paste that, post it, and you will be entered to win a desk mat, the Clackathon desk mat, and then I will actually sit here and wait for you on Discord to get your information, and then we will get you your desk mat sent. So, all exclamation point, drink a beer. Fear the deer. So I was gonna DM you about what? Man, I'm already lost. I'm lost, Lang. You know I would never intentionally hurt you. So we're gonna roll this at 10-10. Nah, probably 10:08 because most people are here. 18 eligible users. Oh God, Lang, I love you. This is why I was like, of course you're playing a joke on me, and I like genuinely feel bad. That would only happen to me. So what comes after 9009? Now 10,010. If you guys haven't checked out Finicky Grain, go get Grain. Not sponsored, just a good friend running a good set. Anyway, people we are sponsored by, Zap Cables. Go pick yourself up a Zap cable. Desk mat. If you don't win this desk mat, you should go get a desk mat anyway. Thank you for the bunny ears. He also makes some of the best cables, and then he also has DIY kits that you can make your own cables. It's very easy to do. So be sure to check out Zap Cables. So next up, Canon Keys. You can hit up Canon Keys /Mix on Deck to go pick up GMK Noel. It's a great pink and blue set, so be sure to check that out. Project Keyboard, currently not running anything, but I believe you can still pick up some extras of Bingsu that have yet to ship, as well as Sirius. The Sirius should be back in stock relatively soon. Yeah, exclamation point, all caps, Fear the Deer will get you to win, enter you to win a desk mat. Anyway, you can go to switchmod.net /mexondeck for 4% off all the lube that was used in today's build, other than, I guess, the TX spring oil that I used specifically only on the springs. But on the stabs and the switches in general was all from SwitchMod. So be sure to check that out and get 4% off your lube. Mexondeck.dixiemech.com, GMK Nautilus Classic Set, Be sure to check them out. And last but not least, join Type Beast's newsletter. He does a great newsletter. What did the deer ever do? Made you fear it. Serious restock soon. Soon, I believe. I don't have like super insider information on that, but I know he is working on it. I don't even want to use this desk mat. Like, it's too perfect. I think this might just be here, I'll zoom out some. This might just have to be like I only take it out for pictures desk mat, like the floral one. It looks so good. We're gonna go back though. All right, it is 10:09. I am super late. Let's roll it. 10 more seconds. Exclamation point, fear the deer. You have, at this moment in time, a 1 in 20 chance of winning. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom. Delafin! The solder bro. Delafin. Delafin, PM me right now.
Boy, howdy.
Boy, howdy. Dank pineapples. Delafin, congratulations. Delafin, message in chat. And then PM me in Discord. Delafin, I know Delafin. I know I've spoken with Delafin, so I know he's here. Delafin, where you at, bro? I like to think he's like watching it on his TV and he's just like sprinting into the other room like, shit, I gotta go message. Next caller. Delafin, where are you, bud? Can you explain where to join the Type Beast newsletter? I don't see it on the forum webpage. I'm here. Delafin, you won the desk mat. So you just have to wait and it will just prompt you on the Type Beast, or you just click around. I'm not exactly 100% sure, and I apologize. Delafin. Yo. All right. Well, thank you. I want to say thank you to Zap. Awesome. This is the board, the Bacca60. Thank you to Zap for joining in on the said group buy. Tomorrow we're going to have Mr. Keebs on stream. We'll be talking about keyboards, talking about quarantine. I must pass it on to another viewer. I had a hard week, but I am sure others need to pick me up. Reroll. We are re-rolling. Re-roll. All right. I'm curious to know if people re-roll. Lee Turk. Liturk. Lee Turk. Respect, Mr. Delafin. Lee Turk. Hype. Lee Turk. Message me on Discord. Find me. I am at the top right of the Discord. PM me. I am awaiting your Discord message so that I can make sure to send it over to Mr. Zap. So, Lee Turk, are you on Discord, Mr. Lee Turk? Just curious. I have a PM from Mr. Lee Turk. Cool. All right, well, thank you guys. Like I said, Mr. Keebs on stream tomorrow. Like Landia and the gifted sub. Hell yeah, dude. Who's streaming right now? Who is streaming? What are we doing? So I want to thank Zap for helping me with this giveaway. Please, guys, fill out that recipe book. Ooh, I am a URU sub streaming. Lee Turk is gifting a sub to the Mex on Deck community. Thank you very much. I would do Mac Merlin, but I have not. We have not rated I Am a You Are You in a while. But thank you guys very much for joining me on, like I said, Mr. Keebs tomorrow, and then expect maybe some games this coming week in the next couple days. We only really do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but we definitely want a game. We've been really liking Valorant, so if you guys want to see some Valorant, let us know in Discord. Make sure to hit up our YouTube as well as our Discord for some fun discussions and everything else about keyboard. Drops enabled for anyone who streams Valorant too. That's all right. Dope. So cool. Well, thank you guys. We are going to go stream Mr. I Am a You Are You. Once again, joining Osiris, my other half, as we will be talking to Mr. Keebs tomorrow. And you guys, when I say this, honestly, I mean this, like, reach out on Discord. If you're feeling down in the dumps, like, don't be afraid to reach out. I am at my computer 99% of the time. I know it's a tough time, but we will pull through this together. So, thank you, and enjoy. Buy a Switch tester. Oh, what are we going to say to I Am a You Are You? We're just going to do all caps creams. Creamy creams. Creamy creams, let's spam that to Mr. I Am a You Are You. Theozer. Sure, just Discord it to me, but not on Twitch. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you. Buy a Switch tester.
Ooh. Max on deck.